Hi everyone, I'm David. Welcome to Changing Times. On today's edition, we have David Burgess, who is a professional magician, and we're going to see how everything has affected him, his business, and family. So please enjoy, stay safe. Right, how's everything going, David?
Yeah, it's not too bad, mate. Obviously, all my bookings have now gone to further dates, so my cash flow's gone from where I was just getting myself to where I wanted to be, and now it's
Yeah,
like gone to non-existent because obviously all the venues are still closed. Um, so yeah, so I'm not. It's yeah, times are tough in this current
same, yeah.
circumstances. Yeah, but I've got something which we'll discuss later, which I've set up to help with that, but also help people in lockdown.
Yeah. So tell us first of all, what is your profession? What's your business?
So my business is I'm a professional magician, but I'm not just any ordinary magician. Being a professional magician for the past 3 years now, performed for numerous celebrities, and as I say, I've got my reputation to where it needs to be. As I said, because I've worked with you at numerous events, and I've been flown all over the world. I've been to Formula One, which was probably one of my highlights, which was in Abu Dhabi. As you can see on my right-hand side here, Switch On to Business magazine, where I appeared on the front cover of that, and they wrote an article on me. So yeah, so my career was going to where it needed to be, but obviously then this all hit, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I've still got those gigs, but because I take a deposit and then I take the balance a week before the date of the event, it's like 2021, 2022 event, 2023. It's a long time to wait for your money to come in. So
Well, yeah, ours is obviously like yourself. We are predicted on events, so everything's kind of been put on hold and postponed. So we've had to reschedule everything the same. So, how has the pandemic and lockdown affected you?
um, well, well, it's made me reflect on a few things, and like I've got into. It's gonna sound mad, and I don't want to like put people off, like book me, but I've gone into try and meditation, and I'm doing this 21-day meditation thing, which is all about like abundance and about just mindset, and that's helped a lot, because there's your attention goes where your focus goes. So I've been doing a lot of research on this because, as you know, I'm also a neuro-linguistic programmer and hypnosis practitioner, which I don't do as a business as such. I do my magic, but I'm going to look into doing that for when COVID's ended. And yeah, it's all about your mindset, because if you focus on what you don't want, you'd attract more of that. If you focus on what you want, you'd attract more of that. It's just the way your subconscious works. And there's actually, and some people will be watching this and you're like, oh, that's a load of, how can your thoughts attract what you want if times are, well, there's an actual, it was done a few years ago, and it's basically where if you just Google, I think, what did I Google? I think I Googled rice and feelings or something, and basically this fella, he boiled, it was like it was done with water, to change the vibrational frequencies of water, and it can make the water go black basically. And this fella done it with rice. So you boil some rice, put it in 3 separate pots or 2 separate pots, and you write one love on the top of one of them, and you write hate on the other one, and you keep them both in the same cupboard. But then you take one out, and you do this for about 2 months. And I'm gonna have a try of it, because you think, oh, that's a load of rubbish, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna have a try of it. The one with love on, and you make sure you keep the lid on with love. You say nice things to it, and you look daft, but you say, like, for a minute, you say, oh, you're lovely, oh, I love you, I appreciate you. And then the one with hate on it, you just basically just say horrible, nasty things like, you're horrible, you're vile. And what happens is the rice, which has had all the love, stays like fluffy and fresh, and you can probably eat it still after like 2 months. But the one which you've been given the hate to goes all black and mouldy and that. So, because it's the water molecules, and it's quite a fascinating watch. And I was like, so that kind of made you think, yeah, your thoughts do create.
yeah. So it's like, I feel everyone basically got off the bus because everyone
Mm.
was just going and going, and it's made everyone reflect on
Mm.
what they got in their life and what's happening. So
Being grateful for what you've got.
Yeah. So have you changed anything in your business of trying to bring income in, or looked at different ways of the approach of how you do your business?
Yeah, so I've set up a magic school, which I was talking about doing for the past 4 years of before I even got into magic. I've been talking about getting the magic school, but as most of us, waiting for that perfect time, which is called procrastination, rather than just getting it out there and get it done. So for the past, it's launched now. It's live. You can go through it on my website, which is www.dbmagician.co.uk, and on there's Magic School, and you can click on the link there. So I designed it not to make not to be like mega bucks, because as you know, I'm not the I'm more of like a high end magician when it comes to like prices and what I do. But I've made it affordable for what the value you're getting. So the value of the actual package itself is probably in the region of about £400, but I'm doing it for £49.99, where you get 15 tricks, easy to master, and it'll make you look like you're a miracle wizard. And they've ranged it from about 7 upwards, but I have had younger kids being able to do the tricks, but to make it more of like so everybody can do them. If you're 7 upwards, you can probably do all the tricks on there. And it's just to help parents with COVID, and with obviously the lockdown and keeping the kids entertained, and not just for the kids, but also for the mums and dads to show the kids, or to have like family time together.
Yeah.
So that's one thing which I've changed, and which won't go back, because that's going to keep in the pipeline. I'll just keep marketing that out, and I've had some good responses, and I haven't actually pushed it with marketing yet. So I'm doing that currently.
But we'll add all the links and everything on post YouTube and everything. So
That'd be great. And the other thing which I'm just about to set up is an online wizards. Like, I don't know if I'm going to call it a wizard school or something, where you pay like, I think I'm messing up with the prices, but I was thinking around about £25 for half an hour of you being able to come on Zoom like this.
Yeah.
But you'll all be able to see each other, and we'll be able to practice the tricks together live with me. And then, or you can have me as a separate party, so you can have me like just entertain you for like an hour to a half hour in your room with all your friends. So you can get like your friends around and have a drink and whatever, and just be in your comfort of your own home, being entertained by me.
So obviously you've been thinking about that before the lockdown and pandemic. So are you going to continue that after, make it more of a business than going out and do the magic?
No, I'm probably going to stick. I'm going to stick to both, because as you know me. We've met loads of times. I'm an interpersonal. I'm like a I like to interact with human beings, like
you're very much a people person.
Thank you very much for that. I'll pay you that tenner later. But yeah, but what with me, what I say to everybody is, I say when they book me, I say you're not paying for a magician, you're paying for my personality, which is the equivalent of like one of your mates doing magic tricks, because I get to know everybody, and I make everybody feel relaxed, and then you don't feel like it's not the David show, it's the people show. I make sure everybody's involved, and always make sure that they're having a laugh on my expense, not on their expense, as you know, because some people can do that the opposite way, where it makes the person, but I don't. I always make it look on to me, unless they're being a bit of an idiot, Dave, which you've seen me at a few gigs, and then no, not you. You're not being an idiot, but you've seen it where there's been some of the boys and they're being a bit funny. So I make it.
I've had experience, that's all.
No, yeah. Well, I've got tricks which makes them not puts them down, but puts them in like a funny jovial where the mate will go, he's just had you there, and then they'll go, sorry mate, I was being a bit of a divvy there. And those of you that are watching me, watching this now, and you've seen me perform, obviously you know what I'm on about. And if you don't, it's because it was you.
It's probably me eventually.
Yeah.
So, what positives have you, or are you going to take from this whole pandemic, lockdown, and everything?
The positives is I'm gonna save a lot more than what I have been doing. So just in case anything does happen like this, I've got a lot more savings as a buffer blanket. That's one which I'm going to take away. And the other thing as well is just spending time with my kids a lot more, because I mean I am doing more now, but it's like when I was up here and I was constantly at gigs and things, and I wasn't really spending quality time with my wife and my family and stuff. Whereas now, I kind of am a little bit because it's more here. And who's this? Oh, here's Speak of the Devil. Are you coming in? Come on, say hello. She must have heard. Say hello to Dave. We're being recorded.
Hello.
Hey,
Say
are you
hello.
okay?
So this is my little girl Amelia. So say hello to everyone.
Hello.
There you go. So yeah, so she's 3. So she's 3 going on 53.
So have you enjoyed having your daddy around?
Amelia, have you enjoyed having Daddy around?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what have we been doing? Watching. What have we been doing? What have we been playing? Been playing. She's usually like the biggest chatterbox. So you can't shut it up. But now, so actually, I might just keep it on more lives like this because it'll give me wife a bit of peace.
So
Yeah.
how can people find you? So if you want to do the magic calls, if you want to just see what you're up to, maybe book you in the future, how can people find you?
So they can find me on my Facebook page, which is David Burgess Magician, which is that same on that side, the same picture as that is on the profile. Instagram's DB_magician, and you're going to put the links on there, and just my website. And the other thing as well, which I'm going to do, because I've just been off a call with Action Coach, and this is something which you can look at doing if you want, Dave. No, because nobody in your industry and in my industry puts their prices on their website to just be transparent and straight up front. And it's a scary thing to do because you're like, but what that makes more trust, because at the end of the day, you want people to know what you're going to cost before they contact you, rather than you having to go through that conversation. And nobody in my industry does that. So I'm going to be the first to do that. So I'm going to speak with the yeah, 1 second. Be quiet for a second, please. Thank you. I'm just gonna do that when we get off the phone. That was me web developer just phoning me then, because I'm gonna get the content written of like what they get in the packages.
Yeah.
Because you do get a lot, but it's in that way, it just saves people phoning up and then doing that. Hi, how much do you charge, and then shopping around. Whereas when they know how much you charge, they know that you're the magician for them and you fit their budget.
That's it. So would you say you're flexible on packages, prices, and
flexible as in regards, I've got a minimum like hourly rate, which is £300, but I don't go by hours. I go by like, Amelia, can you just 1 second, please? Thank you. I know, yeah, the joys of having kids, and those of you who've got kids, this is one of the reasons why I set up the magic school as well. So literally, I love you too. Thank you. It's because literally this would keep them entertained for hours. So you can be like this, and then there'd be no child, and you'd have loads of peace and quiet because they're upstairs practicing magic. Yeah, come on, come on. She thought I was actually getting rid of it. Then she was like, oh, she got a whole head right now. She was like, oh, no, you're right. You say. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I set up the course, because I've had mums and dads reach out to me and say, especially with you being homeschooled now and then being teachers, and and you've got your lad as well, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got Tyler, and how we've managed to do it, we've got permission from medical and stuff that Sarah and Tyler can come here. So because he's got autism, it doesn't throw his routine, because obviously at school.
That's what I mean. But what I mean is how much more. I mean, obviously Amelia isn't in school; she's in nursery. But how much more do you appreciate teachers now? All the mums and dads who are watching this, like the job which they've got, because you've only got your own kids. I mean, I know your kids tend to not listen to you anyway when you still listen to everybody else. But still, imagine having 40 to 30 kids in a classroom trying to educate them, and you're sat there trying to educate just the 1 or 2 or maybe even 5 kids. It gives you a bit more of a reflection and appreciation. Yeah.
So, have you got any tricks you might want to show, or any final words?
Yeah, I can show you a quick trick. So on the course, I designed the tricks. Now some of these tricks I actually use in my everyday working routine. So if you are thinking of booking a magician and you need, and you get the course, you'll probably be able to come up to me in the gig and say, I know how to do that. And I'll be like, please don't tell anybody. So I'll just get rid of the...
You're going against the rules of the magic circle.
Yeah, but it's one of them. I'm not in the magic circle because you don't have to be in the magic circle. And it's basically, it's just there you go, look, still got my magazine in the background on the wall there. So these are 2 elastic bands, as you can see. So if I link that elastic band, I'm just going to try and get into camera. So if I link that behind there, as you can see, that's clearly going behind there. So that's on. And there's no way that you can take an elastic band off, not even over my finger or over my thumb. It's about the middle, and when you just blow in the middle like this, that's when it comes off. It comes completely separate apart. And there's another one which is this is actually one of my favourites, which I do. Now I usually use different coloured elastic bands, but the reason I using these flesh ones is because these are the ones which you can basically grab from any like retail store. If you're watching this in the States, it's a Target or an outlet. You've all got elastic bands, and I've also done it with where you don't need expensive props. You just need a piece of A4 paper, a glass for one of the tricks, some coins, a deck of cards, elastic bands, and I think that's about it. But if you go on the link, which I'll give you later, which is also, if you go through the actual link direct, it's dbmagicschool.thinkific.com. But the reason I put the link on my website is because it's easier. It's just straight up to Magic School, and it'll take you straight there. If you click and register on the free preview, it tells you what you need, and then you can go into the actual course and get all the bits before you need to start. So as you can see, 2 elastic bands. They're over these 2 fingers and over the little fingers. Now watch what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this link. Ready? Watch 1, 2, 3. And that is actually genuinely linked around. And then watch, you can make it unlink. And now you can actually give the elastic bands out, and everything can be examined. And you can learn that one. You can learn that one.
So with stuff like that, you can do it at home.
Yeah, so that's why I designed it. I didn't want it to be where mums and dads are going to be paying like in effect £50 and then be like, oh, I need this £300 this or £400 that. I made it so all this stuff's inexpensive. Like I think a bag of these is like a couple of quid or a pound in the local market, and a deck of cards. I use bicycle cards. Usually got some on me. I've got them here. So I use these. But these, you don't need to have these. You can use any deck of cards. So that's what I say to people. I say on the course as well, I've put the links of where you can buy these.
Yeah.
And I say, if you've got a Costco card, you can get these. They're called a brick, but they're like 12 in a pack, and they're like £20, 66 pence. But I put a link where you can buy them individually, but you don't need these. It's just if somebody wanted to get these, you can. But yeah, it's all fun stuff. I designed it to be fun as well. I mean, and on when I'm doing the explanation DVDs, I'm not putting my personality into them. The reason being is because what I want the kids or the adults to do is to put their own spin on it. Because that's why what I do as well is if you are already into magic, or you want to get into magic, or you just want to do it as a bit of fun, or know how the tricks are done and just buy it for that factor. I've done it so. When I watch DVDs, explanation DVDs, I mute the DVD when they're explaining how to do it. The reason being is because if you do, you then become a carbon copy of that magician. So if I go, oh, look at this, rising up here like this, then you'll go, oh, look at this, rising up here like this, where you'll put your own personality and spin onto it. So that's what I want. That's why I created it as well. And it builds confidence, and it builds your motor neural skills with your dexterity, your hands, but. Sign up, guys. It's great. You'll enjoy it.
No, that's brilliant. Thank you very much, David, for your time.
No worries, thank you.
And we'll let you know. We'll probably get you back on after all the pandemic and lockdown, David, just to see where you're up to and how coming out of the lockdown has affected the business. Yeah,
we'll do. And the other thing as well, what I've been keeping me mental health is another thing, which is a tip which I'll give to everybody, is just breathe. And just remember that everybody is in the same boat. So, I mean, I know we're all in our own world, and you're like, oh, well, I've got this bill, I've got that bill, I've got this bill, I've got that. But we're all in the same boat. Literally, the entire planet is in lockdown and is in the same boat. So don't worry too much. Just remember to keep on keeping on. And yeah, thanks for watching and tuning in, guys. Love you all. Stay safe.
Cheers. Thanks, David.